Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. RHOBH Kyle Richards doesn't consider herself single. RHOBH star Kyle Richards admits she does not consider herself single. The mother of four has been separated from her husband, Mauricio Umansky, since July 2023. There have also been rumors she and Morgan Wade are an item, so when she says she is not single, what does she mean by this? Keep reading for more details. Kyle Richards doesn't consider herself single. It has been a crazy year for Kyle Richards. So much has happened between her split from her husband to her sister's psychiatric hold. There was a point where she contemplated not coming back to RHOBH, which is not uncommon for her. She felt this way after a horrible vacation to Aspen with her co-stars and sister, Kathy Hilton. It ended traumatically and the sisters were once again estranged. Yet, she returned for season 13 only to be faced with rumors about her same-sex romance with country singer Morgan Wade. Then, Kyle had to address issues within her nearly 30-year marriage to Mauricio Umansky. By the end of the season, they came clean that they were parting ways. At the reunion, Kyle explained he was moving out and has since found love with Nikita Khan. They are traveling all over and enjoying each other's company, which has been a hard pill for Kyle to swallow. Regardless, she returned for season 14 of RHOBH, and the new season is coming within the next few months. She was also named Us Weekly's Reality Star of the Year and is opening up about anything and everything. When it comes to her relationship with Mauricio, he did film a lot with Kyle Richards for the new season. That made it difficult because suddenly the lines were blurred. Admittedly, it was not easy to film with her ex as he was so kind and always checking in on her. So does Kyle consider herself single? An uncertain future. For now, Kyle Richards has no idea what the future holds with Mauricio Umansky. As aforementioned, he has found new love and Kyle is spending a lot of time with Morgan Wade. Yet they have not filed for divorce and Kyle sounds somewhat hopeful. She did admit to having a major meltdown while filming and needed to take some time away. Luckily, she had the support of her cast and was able to return. It will be interesting to see how all of this goes down when the new season of RHOBH returns this fall. Kyle Richards, one of the enduring stars of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, RHOBH, has always lived her life in the public eye, balancing her personal life with the drama-filled world of reality TV. Recently, as rumors about her marriage with Mauricio Umansky have swirled, Kyle has made it clear that she doesn't consider herself single, despite ongoing speculations. Kyle and Mauricio have long been one of the fan-favorite couples on RHOBH. Married for over 27 years, they have raised a beautiful family and weathered many storms under the watchful gaze of both viewers and the media. Their strong bond, filled with playful banter and heartfelt moments, has given RHOBH fans a sense of stability, even as chaos unfolded around them. So when news of a possible separation between the two hit the headlines, it sent shockwaves through the fan base and beyond. Richards, however, remains firm that the label single doesn't quite fit her, even as she navigates a tricky period in her marriage. While she and Mauricio have acknowledged that they've faced challenges, they also have been vocal about still caring deeply for one another and prioritizing their family. In a world where celebrity splits often lead to very public and messy divorces, Kyle's approach has been refreshingly mature and understated. But what does it mean to not feel single in the midst of so much speculation about a marriage on the rocks? For Kyle, it seems to be about the emotional complexity that comes with such long-term relationships. After all, when you've spent decades building a life together, nurturing children, forging friendships, and creating memories, it's not easy to sever those ties, even if the romance has cooled or shifted. In her view, relationships aren't so black and white, and perhaps that's why she resists the idea of being categorized as single. In a recent interview, Kyle shared that she and Mauricio are taking things day by day. She emphasized that while they're working through personal challenges, they are still connected and working on their relationship. It's this ambiguity that may be confusing to outsiders, but to Kyle, it seems to make perfect sense. She is not single, because emotionally she and Mauricio are still deeply entwined, even if they're figuring out a new phase of their partnership. Kyle's situation is one that many people can relate to. particularly those who have been in long-term marriages or partnerships. Sometimes relationships evolve in ways that don't fit neatly into societal categories. Just because two people may not be living in perfect harmony doesn't mean they've entirely disconnected from each other. For Kyle, it's less about fitting into a box labeled single or married and more about respecting the nuanced space that she and Mauricio are in as they try to navigate their journey together. Fans of RHOBH have watched Kyle evolve over the years, from her early days as a dedicated wife and mother to her more recent ventures into the fashion world, acting, and advocacy. Through it all, her marriage to Mauricio has been a core part of her identity on the show. But as the lines blur between her personal life and her public persona, it's clear that Kyle is taking control of her narrative, choosing not to be defined by rumors or even by traditional relationship labels. Kyle's ability to stand firm in her truth, even as headlines swirl around her, is a testament to her strength. In an industry where image is everything, she's showing that she's not willing to rush into any conclusions about her relationship or how the public perceives it. Instead, she's giving herself and Mauricio the space to figure out what works best for them, without the pressure of adhering to conventional definitions of partnership. The RHOBH star's stance on not being single is also a reflection of how modern relationships are increasingly defying rigid labels. People are recognizing that long-term commitments, especially those that span decades, are more intricate than just being together or not. There are layers of love, companionship, and shared history that can't be erased overnight, even when two people face difficulties. Kyle's handling of her marriage troubles with grace and maturity also offers a refreshing contrast to the often sensationalized portrayals of breakups in Hollywood. Rather than making hasty decisions or fueling tabloid speculation with dramatic revelations, she's choosing a path that prioritizes reflection, understanding, and communication. It's clear that she's not interested in feeding into a narrative of failure or loss, but rather she wants to honor the complexity of her relationship with Mauricio. In a world where reality TV often thrives on conflict and dramatic storylines, Kyle's approach might seem understated to some. But for those who have followed her journey, it's a reminder that real life is often more complicated than what can be captured in an episode. Relationships, especially ones that have lasted as long as Kyle and Mauricio's, don't always fit neatly into a storyline. They are full of ups and downs, moments of joy and sadness, and above all, they require constant work. As Kyle continues to navigate this chapter of her life, it's evident that she's doing so on her own terms. Whether her relationship with Mauricio ultimately ends in reconciliation, redefinition, or separation, she's shown that she's capable of handling the situation with poise and grace. For now, Kyle Richards doesn't consider herself single, and in her view, that speaks volumes about where her heart and mind are as she and Mauricio work through their issues. Ultimately, Kyle's experience is a reminder that love and commitment are complex, and they don't always fit into easy categories. In the world of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, where drama is often at the forefront, Kyle's quiet strength in the face of personal challenges is a refreshing reminder that real life doesn't always need a tidy conclusion.